Hello MTG fans. So welcome again to another unboxing video. So I want to thank Neutral Ground Centrist for my Ezran from Netflix Dragon Prince playmat, otherwise known as Brainstorm Global Mystical Art, Mystical Archive Art playmat. So I really wanted to have a copy of this and happy to have gotten it. So today we're doing something a bit different and a bit special. We're going to unbox a Mystery Booster Convention Edition. So thank you for Andrew for getting this for me. I actually never unboxed any of the original Mystery Booster, so this is the first time I'm actually going to open a box. I did draft the normal non-convention edition Mystery Booster a few times with my local play group. Unfortunately, yeah, it's going to be difficult to do a draft right now because of COVID. So I guess I'll just open this box. I asked my friends on this channel whether I should keep this box or open. They told me I should open it. So here I am opening these packs. So it's about $200 for this box, and I think we have 24 packs. So wish us luck and hope we get some decent pulls. So unlike most of the other cards that we get here in the Philippines, these are actually printed in the US. So I'm not really too familiar with which cards are going to be good or not in the set. Anyway, I'm just going to separate based on rarity and then just check them later on. Our first rare is Enchanted Evening, and we get Precursor Golem. And our first playtest card is Chimney Coif. So it's a 4 and a black for a star +1 Lorgoyf Imp. It has flying, and power is equal to the number of card types among cards in all graveyards, and its toughness is equal to that number +1. When this card dies, target opponent puts a card from their hand on top of their library. Okay. I'm not sure if this is a rare. Brimstone Dragon and Mind Spring. And then our second playtest is Ral's Vanguard. So it has Vanguard requirement. Your starting deck contains only instant, sorcery, and land cards. Starting hand side +1. Starting life total -5. If an instant or sorcery spell you cast would cause you to draw one or more cards, draw an additional card. If an instant or sorcery spell you cast would deal damage to a permanent or player, it deals 1 additional damage to that permanent or player. I remember those, the Vanguard cards. I used to have a few from buying some magazines. I never played them though, so I still don't know if they were any good if you use them in an actual game of Magic. So our rare for this pack is Kolaghan's Command, and then we have Whammy Burn, a red mana, instant. So shuffle your whammy deck, then reveal cards from the top of your whammy deck until you reveal an island or choose to stop. Then, if no islands were revealed this way, card name deals X damage to any target, where X is the number of cards revealed. A whammy deck consists of a plains, island, swamp, mountain, and forest. I like the art, and it says it's a land fight. Our rare is Kragenwick Cremator and Gin of Wishes. And then our playtest card is Memory Bank, 1 in the blue, sorcery, draw a card, bank. If you cast this card from your hand, exile it until the end of the match. You may cast it from exile during another game this match if it still counts towards your deck minimum. Hot soup. Our mythic is Grave Titan, and then our playtest is Throat Wolf. 1 red for a wolf, 3/1. You may cast Throat Wolf during an opponent's combat phase. It has first strike, so this creature deals combat damage to creatures before creatures with first strike. And after each opponent's first combat phase of each turn, there's an additional combat phase. Only Throat Wolf can attack during that combat phase. And then our rare is Defense of the Heart and Sudden Demise. And then our playtest card is Loopy Lobster. It's 2 blue for a question mark lobster. It's 4 face. Whenever this becomes tapped, move it to its next stage or to stage 1 if it's at stage 4. So stage 1 it's a 1/4, stage 2 it's a 4/1 with Evolve, stage 3 it's a 2/4 with blue, card name gets +1/-1 until end of turn. And then stage 4 it's a 4/4 Vigilance with tap to draw 2 cards. I guess it's a weird riff on leveling up, wherein it's actually just going to loop. Dothy Mind Ripper, and then our rare is Depter's Knell. And our playtest card is Goldmine, so it's a land. You tap to add colorless. Legacy, tap, mark one of the card names, unmarked nodes, add 1 mana of any color, and there's like 4 untapped nodes here. So I guess you kind of use up the card. I guess back in the time where you would ante cards. It's probably reminiscent of something like, you know, those legacy games, right? That's why it has that legacy ability where you actually mark the cards that you play with in order to show some change or effect from playing the game. So our rare is Squirrel Wrangler and Hornet's Nest. And then our playtest card is Rift. It's a legendary land. So before drawing your hand, you may start the game with card name in the opening hand. If you do, draw 1 fewer card, and it enters the battlefield tap. It adds colorless mana. Anger, Overrun. So our rare is Belby's Portal. As Belby's Portal comes into play, choose a creature type, and 3 tap, put a creature card of the chosen type from your hand into play. And we also get Reality Scramble. Our playtest card is Learned Learner for a blue. It's a 0/3 Cephalid Wizard. As long as you have a maximum hand size other than 7, it has tap to draw a card. We get a Courser of Krufix, and our playtest card is Marrow's Gone Nuts. It's a green for an enchantment. Double any effect that doubles, so it quadruples. Our rare is Memory Erosion, and our playtest card is Metagamer for a white. It's a 2/2 human advisor. Cards in the winning decks of the latest Mythic Championship cost 1 more to cast. Do they still have Mythic Championships? I don't even know. Our rare is Dolmen Gate and Whelming Wave. And our playtest card is How to Keep an Izzet Mage Busy with a hybrid Izzet mana. It's a sorcery for return card name to its owner's hand. Our rare is Night Howler, and our playtest card is Cyclopean Titan. It's 4 and black for an 8/4 zombie giant. When the card name dies, 2 target lands become swamps, and then you exile card name. 3 tap target creature, then return card name to its owner's hand. Our rare is Sword of the Animist, and our playtest card is Transcantation for 1 and a red. It's an instant, and target instant or sorcery spell becomes a copy of Lightning Bolt. Its controller may choose new targets for it. Our rare is Fibbletip, the Lost, and we get Planequake. For our playtest card, it's X red. It's a sorcery. Planequake deals X damage to each creature without flying and each planeswalker. If X is 10 or more, open the Uncovered Cavern Plot Booster, which we don't know what that is. So our rare is Tempt with Discovery, and our playtest is the Grand Tour, 1 in the blue for an instant. Exile target permanent, then put it into its owner's hand. That player discards that card, then puts it into a top of their library, then they put it onto the battlefield. Okay. Okay, so we have our last 8 packs. So we get Goblin Charbelcher, and our playtest card is Noxious Bayou. It's a land. You add black or green, but you get a poison counter once you tap this card for mana. We get Porphyros, God of the Forge, as our second mythic for the box. And we get Evra Halcyon Witness as our rare. And then our playtest card is Red Herring for 1 in red. It's a 2/2 fish. Pay 1 in the blue, exchange Red Herring from your hand with a permanent you control on the battlefield or a spell you control on the stack. If that permanent or spell was the target of a spell or ability, change the target to card name. Sol Ring. And then our rare is Chancellor of the Annex, and then Grasp of Faith. Our playtest card is 5 Kids in a Trench Coat for 2 and a white. It's a 1/5 human citizen, and it counts as 5 creatures for spells and effects. That counts the number of creatures you control. Inquisition of Kozilek. Skull Count. Our rare is Bow of Nylea and Beastmaster Ascension. We get it! We got a personal decoy. Hey Andrew. It's a 5 white blue for a Planeswalker duck. It enters the battlefield with a number of loyalty counters on it equal to your life total. If it would leave the battlefield, exile it instead of putting it anywhere else. You can't be attacked. So +1 is you gain 1 life, -4 is draw a card. Last 4 packs. Our rare is Toxin Sliver and Mirari Conjecture. And our playtest card is Luvak the Aberrant. It's a 2 green-blue, 3/4 legendary mutant. It has protection from modified creatures. So modified creatures have a power and toughness or ability different than their printed version. At the beginning of each player's end step, you may put a 1/1 counter on target creature that player controls. Ashnod's Altar, Ancient Den. And our mythic, third mythic for the box, is Liliana Death's Majesty. And our playtest card is Swarm of Locusts for 1 and a black. It's a 1/1 insect locust. It has flying, and whenever it attacks, it gets +1/+0 until end of turn for each locust you control. So last 2 packs. Path to Exile. So our rare is Desolation Twin. And our playtest card is Slivdrazi Monstrosity. It's colorless, white, blue, black, red, and green for a legendary creature, Silver Eldrazi 8/8. Eldrazi you control are slivers in addition to their other types. Slivers you control have Devoid and Annihilator 1. And then 3 colorless, create a 1/1 colorless Eldrazi Sliver creature token. It has sacrifice this creature, add colorless. And then our last pack. Our rare is Eater of Days and Mystic's Mastery. And our last playtest card for this box is A Good Thing. It's 4 white-black enchantment. Spells and abilities you control can't destroy, exile, target, or cause you to sacrifice card name. At the beginning of your upkeep, double your life total. Then if you have 1,000 or more life, you lose the game. Okay, that was actually quite fun to see all these different playtest cards. You know, let me know what you think. And if you like, you know, unboxings of this type in the future. And, well, thanks again for watching, and have a nice day ahead. Goodbye.